Talos remained silent. His voice, once a fire that filled my spirit and guided every step I took, has faded into nothing. What was once purpose has become emptiness. Months have passed, and still I hear no word from the Lord of Men. My prayers fall lifeless before the altar. My faith feels tested beyond measure. I returned to Old Ebonheart, to the Chapel of Talos, hoping for even the faintest sign. When I spoke of his voice, of the guidance he had given me, the priests recoiled. They looked upon me not as a faithful servant, but as a madman. Even Amanda and Platier, once my comrade in righteousness, turned from me. His eyes held pity, not understanding. Heresy, he called it. Madness, he feared it. Never have I felt so utterly alone. Not since Sancretor, when I first knelt and begged for a purpose. The silence feels the same now as it did then. Cold, hollow, endless. I know this is Meridia's doing. Her curse lingers upon me like rot upon holy steel. Perhaps she punishes me still for defying her will. If destroying her enemy will free me from this torment, then so be it. I will see her task through, not for her sake, but to end this silence. If my blade must strike down one more evil in her name to hear the voice of my God again, I will do it. Better to risk damnation in action than to rot in doubt. Talos, forgive me.
Hello, and welcome to the final video on Tiberius Imbrex's journey. I am sad, honestly, to say that. Tiberius has had a long, fruitful journey. We've had a lot of fun in this series, a lot of cool moments for Tiberius and his connection with Talos. And today it will come to an end, one way or the other. Today we are going to assault Kavatra's kingdom, his Velothi Tower, south of Narcissus. Did she actually mark it on my map? She did not. Oh, Meridia, you suck. Directly east of Molitor. Okay. Directly east of Molitor. Okay. So it's somewhere over here. We cleared it out before as Kalia, and it was quite the ordeal, but I feel like Tiberius is a much stronger character at this point compared to her. I went ahead and sold the vast majority of our stuff. Actually, let's recall back to town because there is something I wanted to do. Okay, let's head into the fighting chance and go rent a bed, because usually at the end of these series, I have this many level ups just waiting, and we never ever do them. We're obviously not going to get very good multipliers after the first set, but you know, we got 19 levels in the bank. We might as well use them if we're going to head into Kavatra's little den of evil. All right, let's level up 19 times. So the first one is actually going to be a really good level. Agility, endurance, and we can take, I don't know, I guess we could start putting points into luck for no reason. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can do it again. Let's do agility, willpower, and intelligence. Actually, agility, intelligence, and luck. Willpower, agility, and luck. Speed, endurance, and luck. And now that we're out of multipliers, I am just going to keep leveling up, and I'll just cut you in when we're done. We're getting like speed ×2 every time. That's kind of weird. And there you have the final stat block of Tiberius. We obviously might get a few level ups in our skills when we murder everybody inside. But yes, maxed out strength, maxed out speed, maxed out endurance. Those are all pretty fitting, I feel like, for Tiberius. He is a warrior. He is a legionary. He needs to be in top shape. Having maxed out health like that is super nice. We have a ton of health. His luck went up by about 19 points, which is pretty fitting, right? He's been a pretty lucky guy throughout his adventures. And all of our other stats aren't too bad at all. Some things buffing our willpower. Yes, our helmet is by 10. I like to think that maybe Tiberius has actually pretty low willpower overall. We're going to take Tiger on our journey with us, of course. I feel like I kind of know where it is from when we did this as Kalia, so I'm going to head in that direction. I grabbed everything that I think we're going to need. We have a lot of potions. I have most of our best weapons, kind of a variety of them. Like right now we are wielding the Ebony Mirror Blade, which reflects spells. That seemed pretty cool. Plus it just looks cool. Ebony looks cool in general. And then we have the Axe Unending. I feel like this has been kind of a staple of Tiberius's journey, being able to fight off spellcasters who are usually evil, in my experience, is always fun. And then we have the Mace we got very recently because I wanted a way to paralyze people. And then we have the Daikatana from the Snake Man that we got, which is a very powerful weapon. It has a very good enchantment on it, damage agility. We should be able to knock enemies down with it. I'm gonna use Unending here because I don't want to use all of our charges. I think that is our destination. Let's not die on the way though, and use up all of our potions. We're going to need them. Also, I can't help but notice. Well, I can't help but notice this Cliff Racer won't freaking die. Go away. Oh, there you are. I was waiting on you, Tiger. She must have dealt with the problem at hand. Normally, I would just fly over all of this canyon stuff because we still have our 2 Steel Blades of Heaven, but with Tiger here, that makes it a little bit more difficult. I don't even know how to get over there unless you're flying. I think we're gonna have to walk around and disturb this sky render nest. Lovely. I don't think Tiger gets levitate when we do, like some of the companions we had before. Okay, yeah. This isn't, yeah, this is a different sky render hive, huh? Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure Tiger just pushed me off. The ultimate betrayal in the final episode. We don't want to use that because that'll waste the charges. And we are paralyzed out of the air. Sky renders are pretty terrible. We have some like decent resist paralysis. I actually think, did I take it with me? Yes, we have the Shield of Madhusa's Gaze, which gives us more paralysis resistance. Interesting. I don't want to like fight on the cliff. I'm gonna fall off. Leave Tiger alone. Ah, this is a very annoying fight. Jeez, all right. I don't even... Tiger fell down. Well, that kind of works out for us because then we can just walk the path here instead of having to go all the way around. Will you drop down? Is that something you're capable of, Tiger? I'm starting to feel like it's something you're not capable of. Okay, if we mark right here and we recall right here, there you go. Look at Tiger leaping forward into action. That's why Tiger is our only true friend in this world. The only person who has never doubted for a second that we have spoken to Talos. What a homie. And also kind of sad. Poor Tiberius. Okay. I mean, we don't need to take Tiger into the actual building. In fact, I don't really want to. But I wanted her to be a part of this final journey here. Like I said, I'm feeling a little sad about it. You know, we've been playing Tiberius for 3 or 4 months now, and it'll be sad when his story is finally over. But I felt the same way with Valdrin and Kalia. And, you know, they ended up being good things because we discovered new characters, new ways to roleplay, and that's part of the fun of these sort of games. And I was kind of thinking about that. Morrowind is the only game that I know of and have personally played, and it's honestly mostly because of TR, but you know, a lot of good quest mods and whatnot, that I feel like I can consistently play completely different characters and see things I never saw before. Now, I could do that with Oblivion. I could play it 10 different times with 10 different characters, but I would pretty much be doing the same things every time because there's only one set of Fighters Guild quests. There's only one set of Mages Guild quests. So once you've done them once, you know, and there's not really any choice. Not that there's a whole lot of choice in Morrowind, but there's a lot of factions, and TR really adds to that replayability factor more so than any other Elder Scrolls game. Like, I would have a hard time playing through Skyrim back to back to back because it's the same quest every time. Anyways, we are here. Let's get back to some stamina. Let's also, I finally freaking hotkeyed it, heal ourselves. You know, final episode, that's when I decide to start hotkeying stuff. I can tell we have a lot more health because when I'm healing with this spell, it barely moves at all. We're hot right now. That's not good. That's draining a lot of our stats. Holy crap. Yes, we are outside of Udanu, and some people are gonna die today. Let's put our Ebencrest shield on. Fortify block 50. That's so good. I wish we had got that earlier. I feel like it's better than the Ward of Akavir. The Fortify luck is good, but is that as good as 50 extra block? I don't think so. Let's also repair our armor. Yes, good idea. Apparently got pretty busted. Tiger, you can help us one last time deal with the guards outside. Don't want you to get hurt, though. The orc's just minding his own business. Maybe we shouldn't use that sword because it's all about reflecting spells, and these guys don't have any spells. We need to be smart with our resources because I don't want to have to leave. In fact, I'm going to say now that no matter what happens, we're not going to leave. If Tiberius dies in there, he dies in real life. No retreat. The only way forward is forward. These guys don't have keys on them, do they? Okay. Let's go through the laboratory. Tiger just reported us for a crime. I'm not happy about it. Stay here. Yes, I also sold off everything that was on Tiger. This is our final goodbye. And you thank me for all of our time together by reporting me for a bounty. I forgive you just this once, Tiger. Go free into the world. I release you, Tiger. Sad. What a good girl. Aw, she's giving us a kiss goodbye. Go on, get out of here, you big dumb animal. Trapped. Why is this trapped? Trying to make my exit. There we go. Goodbye forever, Tiger.
Soon you'll be reduced to dust.
Unless I survive, of course. Then, you know, then Tiger and I can go retire in the mountains. We could, yeah, this guy's casting spells. Let's get a good reflect off from our weapon. Or we could just kill him, that works too. I'm gonna keep switching weapons like that because, you know, originally, and it kind of worked out that way, Tiberius is supposed to be a weapon master where he was always switching between weapons, but we never really reached that point. We kept switching weapons after we had mastered them, which I guess makes sense. It's not what I had in mind, though. I thought we were going to be constantly switching weapons. We don't need to loot anything, honestly. Ooh, yeah, you're not hostile. Hello. Your bidding, Sarah. Go free. You must find the key to these bracers before I can be freed. From what I recall, the key is in another castle. I think it's actually kind of a pain to find. If I remember, I'll come back here, but you know, I kind of don't want to waste time. Tiberius is here on a mission, smashing the competition. Let's get our reflect back up. I keep saying that, and by the time I pull it out and hit someone, the mage is already dead. Mages suck. Can't wait to play one next time. Also, why? I noticed Argonians do this in my game, and that hasn't always been a thing. And it's not like I've installed different body mods or anything for Argonians. I haven't touched Argonians because I usually don't play Argonians. Just strange. I don't know why it does that. And it's going to do that in the next series because I'm not going to like remod everything. So, okay, so this heads into the tower. Time for the freaking gauntlet. Stop selling drugs. Drugs are bad. I kind of feel like I'm in the Psycho movie, except I'm the axe-wielding murderer. Breaking through their wooden doors. To be fair, they are selling crack, so... Knock, knock. Alright, let's get our reflect going. I like how he pulls out the Jinx blade. He stops casting spells. Archery? The most cowardly form of fighting. Oh yeah, she has that like really good crossbow, right? Or maybe, no, I'm thinking of a different one. Kalia got like 2 or 3 different super good crossbows, which was nice. I wish we had used ranged weapons on her a little bit more. Gotta make sure nobody survives. Because in Tiberius's mind right now, he's willing to do anything to hear Talos again. And he does not want to leave a stone unturned. And then Meridia doesn't hold to her deal. You know, he knows how Daedra can be. So he is going to make sure that nobody survives. I kind of like to think he is in a little bit of a blood frenzy, blood fury. I don't know what you want to call it. He's kind of like been building up this anger inside of him, not being able to speak to Talos for so long. And these people are the reason why, essentially, at least in his flawed logic. They are the reason he hasn't been able to speak to Talos because of the evil acts they're committing. Okay, this area I kind of remember it's actually very difficult. There's a lot of people with Jinx swords. Okay, let's use our resist paralysis shield. I think that'll help. Maybe not? Maybe I was misremembering. And the Argonian once again stands perfectly up. Okay.
Let's see what you're made
I guess I'm a liar. Nobody in here has a Jink blade. Maybe she sells a lot of Jink blades. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay. Let me in! Let me in! Oh, there's no one in here. Okay. This is a lot easier than I remember as Kalia, but Tiberius is just that much of a better fighter, I think. Kalia kind of folded very easily in a direct fight, which I guess is pretty fitting. You know, she was the sneaky sort of person, but Tiberius is just shredding these people. Kavatra's lair or chamber. Oops. Went a little bit too ham on the door, fell down. Is there anyone in here? Maybe. You gotta love the design of this place because you see Kavatra's chamber right here. But right next to it, you see a normal bedroom where the leader of the Janata Syndicate, you know, would likely sleep. So, you know, regular bed, got some clothes here. Kavatra's probably just a regular guy. Nope. Okay, this leads outside. I think is there someone out here? I feel like there is. Maybe not. Udanu Tower Lock. Can we bust this one too? Yes. At least we could. How come I was able to hit it one time, but not a second time? Scam. I cannot wait to play a character that can just open doors with a regular lockpick. There we go. Did this just loop back around? Yeah, okay. That was easy. Okay, well. There's only one person left to kill here. We can also go clear out the Sapphire Mine. And isn't there... Oh yeah, we didn't go into the vault. Well, let's go do that first. I forgot about the vault. Walked right past it. How could I forget it? We spent so much time in there because I considered turning that into Kalia's home base, actually, since this tower is pretty cool. But I ended up not. We ended up making our own house. That's another thing I'm kind of looking forward to with the next character, is having a house. I miss decorating a house. That's one of my favorite parts. Yes, let's head into the vault, because there are people down here. Let me in. You have no power here, demon. All right, well, let's get some stamina because he's kind of overpowering me. Not really. And down you go. And we even get to free some innocent people. Surely this will make up for a legionary. Everyone in this tower must die. Hello. So tired. Go free. You have the key. Yes. I am free. N.D. Tiberius Imbrex. Thank you for killing that monster guarding the vault as well. I'll find a way to distract those thugs outside and flee. If you ever find yourself in Yandaran, the stronghold of the Nassar clan, speak with our Saharkhan, Daru Banam. Tell her Nusa Bakul sent you there. I'm certain she will find a suitable reward for you. I wonder what she gives you.
What do you want?
Because that would be cool. Please don't beat me. I work so hard. Yes, you are free. Thanks for killing that monster guarding the vault. I'll find a way. Okay.
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
And of course, we got to break into the vault. I'll take that trap. How much could it possibly hurt? A lot. Yes, so the only thing in here, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in here, but the only thing in here that would be immediately useful to us is that Daedric crossbow right there. And we don't really use ranged weapons, so. Plus we don't have any carry weight. Carrying all of these very heavy weapons has left us no room to loot, which is fine. You know, we don't really need to loot anything. Speaking of, after I sold all of our stuff, we ended up with 215,000 gold, so, you know, not a bad little sum when it was all said and done. I did have to go back to the mainland to sell stuff because the merchants here have no gold. And I'm not going to accept 500 gold for a Daedric Daikatana. I just refuse. From a moral and ethical point of view, I just can't accept that. All right. Well, you know, since we're here, let's use his bed. Nice and rested. Let's drink some water, eat some food. We're feeling good. Our weapons are recharged. We've only really used the axe because it's the only one we really need. We'll use the sword here because I think Kavatra casts spells. Okay, this is it. The final fight. We don't need paralysis resistance anymore. I don't think he has any. All right, let's do it. Oh, I forgot there's orcs on the way. All right, well, let's kill them first and then we'll fight Kavatra. I think they actually talk to you first as well, but like I said, Tiberius is in a bit of a blood frenzy right now. He's channeling his inner orc.
You grow weak.
That's one of my favorite parts about this dungeon is how they sort of styled it after Jabba the Hutt's palace. It's like in the desert, it kind of looks like Jabba's palace. And here are his green, heavily armored Gamorrean guards. They're just orcs. I just think that's a cool little touch. Ooh, we do have the Black Star pendant here. What are we wearing right now? Resist magicka, resist normal weapons. Yes, that's really good. But is constant restore health better? Probably. I'm gonna take it. The Black Star pendant. And we get a little bit of extra strength. I don't think there's anything else up here that's directly helpful to us. All right, you big gross slug. How's it going? This one did not call for you, Tiberius Imbrex, but a strange wind portended your coming. Do you hope to join the Janata Syndicate? No. So I would sit here and talk to him again, but we did go through all of his dialogue options last time with Kalia. So if you would like to see what he has to say, I can link the video, I think right about now, I hope. And that will sate your curiosity if you want to see what he has to say. Yeah. Gotta put you down. He's got a little army of scamps, huh? Well, I have Reflect, so good luck casting spells on me. Die, vile creature, vile necromancer. All Slodes are necromancers. I like how he's taken to floating in the sky. I don't think he... Oh no, he casted Levitate. That's kind of really funny. Big boy can fly. It is done. Kavatra lies defeated. Was it worth it, Tiberius? All of these people dead just to hear the voice of Talos once more? Probably. All right, let's go. Let's recall back to Molitor, and yes, gosh dang it. And once more, we must plunge into the depths of Molitor and almost die. We didn't lose as much health as we did last time. Last time, I'm pretty sure we had like 1 health, but this time we actually just tanked it. That's pretty good. Tiberius leveled up a lot. I'm sure that helps. All right. The vile deed you requested is done. Daedra. Can I not talk to you? Do I have to get closer? Okay.
You have done well, champion. Kavatra's foul presence no longer taints this world. For your service, I bestow upon you the helm of light within. It shall aid you in your future trials. Wear it with pride, knowing you have struck a blow against the forces of decay and corruption. Go forth, and may your path be illuminated by a righteous purpose.
The deed is done, Meridia. Pester me no longer. Restore my link to Talos. End this nightmare.
Tiberius, hear me. The path you have walked has been righteous. You have purged the darkness from this land and cast down the vile and the wicked. Your faith has not gone unseen. The fire within you still burns bright. You are safe at my side once more, my servant, my sword, my voice in the world of men. Together we will bring order to chaos and light to shadow. Together we will do great things.
And with that, Tiberius Imbrex's story comes to a close. A rather sad one, because so far all of my character stories have sort of ended on a happy note. And that's not always the case. A lot of tales end in tragedy. And what tale is more tragic than Tiberius's? A lost, lonely soul in a world looking for purpose, looking for someone, unable to hear the voice that has guided him for so long. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this playthrough and Tiberius as much as I have. One of my favorite characters I've ever made. I know I say that every time, but I'm biased. I really, really enjoyed his playstyle, playing a holy crusader paladin who's willing to do anything to help people. Valdrin had some of those attributes. He was much more chaotic good, though, than Tiberius, who was much more lawful good, in my opinion. Tiberius had some moments where his oaths and his bonds had to be broken in order to enact the will of Talos, I feel like, which is good. It's good character development. I don't like playing just completely rigid characters because that's not realistic. People change their minds about things all the time, especially when life demands it. And I don't know, Tiberius has just been an extremely fun character. There was a lot more I wanted to do. I did want to finish the Legion and the Fighters Guild quest with him, but I just, like I mentioned before, I was feeling the burnout. I feel a little bit better now about it because I've been taking extended breaks from Morrowind. But yeah, I had plans to do a lot more. I had different endings in my mind. Like I said, I don't actually write the endings for these characters until basically the end because Tamriel Rebuilt and Morrowind in general are very dynamic games in my mind, where I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I don't know what quest we're going to run into. I don't know what artifact we're going to find. I did not know Meridia was underneath Malator. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then when it happened, I'm like, I need to do something with this. This is a cool discovery for our character. So I rolled with it. And that's how Valdrin was. I mean, Valdrin, I had a little bit more of an arc I wanted him to go through. But Kalia, I had no idea what the Halali quests would entail, or the Thieves Guild, or any of that kind of stuff. And so it's just kind of fun to roll with the punches. I feel like if I write out the entire character's story from the first video, then I'm just going to railroad myself into a certain path, no matter what happens. That's not fun. That's not what makes Morrowind a good game to me. The dynamic nature of Morrowind questing, especially that's why I was saying before, with Tamriel Rebuilt, I could play 10 different characters and walk around Narcissus and do completely different things because it is such a big freaking city. And that's what I love about this game. It allows me to make characters almost like I'm playing D&D in a world that has been built for me. And I love that. And I love TR, and I love all of the modders who have designed everything in this playthrough. I have 200-ish mods or so. You know, I know how much work goes into that. Even the music throughout this entire series, I appreciate the modders and the composers who have made it. It makes for a much more dynamic experience. Getting to hear the different regional music that plays, or if you're in a Daedric Ruin, it's going to play something different. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this video and this series and Tiberius' story. And if you have, I would really appreciate a like, a comment, a hype. Even if you don't hype any other video of mine because you think it's dumb, and I agree with you, hype this one. The finales and the introductions of new characters are the two most important videos that get people to find my channel. So these are definitely the ones to hype if you're ever going to do it. I appreciate the immense amount of support I've received on this series and with Kalia and with Valdrin. I look forward to creating a new story with you guys in the coming weeks. I am going to take a little bit of a break. I think part of it is me going to be writing a new character and just trying to let that burnout wash off more completely than it is at the moment. Fallout videos will still be coming out. I hope you guys are enjoying that. I know it's different, very different from the Elder Scrolls universe, but I'm having a lot of fun playing it. So if you like my roleplay style videos, the Fallout ones are very similar in my opinion. Plus it's still a Bethesda game, so the mechanics are very similar. Anyways, that is enough rambling for now. Thank you for watching. May Talos guide your every step, and peace out.